for the last in-house training session. Before I am going to start without wasting the time, I have a very genuine question for all of you. What is the first thing that we learn whenever we are born on the earth? Would anyone like to give the answer? Right answer. Everybody has given the right answer, that it is the language that we learn by different mode of presentation. Victor sir, would you like to say something?
Yes, sir. I would like to quote the first word from our Holy Bible, that is the creation period. In Hindi, I would like to explain. प्रारंभ में शब्द था और शब्द ही ईश्वर था. So our Holy Bible, our religious faith also start with this language term. In the beginning, there was only word, and that has come from the term language.
Okay, sir, you are beautifully right. But I would like to add one thing before the word, that there is expression. Whenever a child is born, the mother tries to teach the child, the newly born child, with the help of expression. So I would like to just make it clear before choosing this topic, before choosing this just language skill. That was the main objective, that we have so many skills in our life. Social skill, emotional skills, but above all, this language still stands at the top. And before I am going to start, I would like to make the meaning of language clear. Language जिसको हम लोग हिंदी में भाषा कहते हैं, भाषा शब्दों और भावनाओं का मिला जुला हुआ रूप है. It is the combination of words and expressions which is used as well as understood by common people of the society of a particular place as well as country. I am using the word place and country because place makes the country. Place is the beginning point where we are born, and whenever we are going to just become grown up or mature person, we just say that I am Indian, I am Bihari, I am from Champaran. So each and every place has its own language. That language makes us, inspire us to go ahead in life. So what are the things which are included in language that you would like to see? At first, I would like to make the point language. What is language? Language is the divine gift of God. No other gift of God is as precious as language that we have, that we keep in our life, and it is the language that keeps us different from animals. Although I am not saying that animals have no languages of their own, they have their languages, but our language is different because it is used as well as understood by common people of our society. So it is the language that keeps us in different category, keeps us in different mode of presentation, keeps us in different place of residence. So it is the thing that is going to become the foundation of making difference in between we people and animals. I would like to say that language is our asset. It is the best asset. Everybody, I think, fully aware of the meaning of asset. Asset का मतलब होता है परिसंपत्ति, जो आपके पैदा होने के साथ साथ माता पिता से आपको दी जाती है. That is known as asset. तो यह हमारे लिए एक ऐसा संपत्ति है, एक ऐसा एसेट है जिस पर हमको गर्व होना चाहिए कि हमारे पास पुराना लैंग्वेज है और उस लैंग्वेज के साथ हम हमेशा कंफर्टेबल फील करते हैं. जैसे सपोज यू आर born in a rural area, as I am born in that area, I am coming from a rural area, and the moment I go to my grandmother and I start speaking in just English language, there will be no impact on that language. My grandmother understands Bhojpuri language, the language which is taught in rural areas. Although rural areas are now developing a lot, and rural areas are now having decorated with all the facilities that we are getting in urban areas here. तो मेरा कहना है कि ये परिसंपत्ति जो है यह हमारे लिए सबसे बड़ी खुशी की बात है कि हम अपनी भावनाओं को, अपने बातों को एक दूसरे से शेयर कर सकते हैं, एक दूसरे से एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं। मेरा अपना मानना है कि इस परिसंपत्ति को लेकर के हमें सभी को वी मस्ट बी प्राउड ऑफ आवर दिस एसेट दैट वी हैव गॉट अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल लैंग्वेज टू एक्सप्रेस आवरसेल्फ बिफोर the students, before our friends, before our family members. But one thing we have to keep in our mind that we should be very selective while we are addressing these people. Take an example of Lalu Prasad Yadav. Although he is not so talented leader, but he has won the heart of the common people of Bihar. Why? The basic reason is that he speaks in Bhojpuri. He touches the heart of common people by speaking in the language which is understood by most of the people of Bihar. एक उदाहरण मैं और भी देना चाहूँगा। बौद्ध धर्म जो बहुत इधर का पैदा हुआ धर्म है, बहुत कम समय में उसकी लोकप्रियता चरमोत्कर्ष पर हो गई। क्या कोई बताना चाहेंगे what was the reason behind getting the popularity at the top? Anybody?
Because it was preached in Pali region, that Pali region was Pali language, and that Pali language was understood by everyone, or the common language.
Anil sir, I do agree with you, but one thing I would like to know, Gautam Buddha जहाँ भी गए, the place wherever he visited, he delivered his lecture in regional languages of the place. Whatever he taught, whatever he tried to teach, he tried to teach in the regional languages of the place. This is one of the basic reasons of getting that newly born sect of religion sitting at the top of the people, of the mind. यह भी एक कारण था कि उन्होंने वहाँ के क्षेत्रीय भाषाओं में, वहाँ के लोगों के द्वारा समझी जाने वाली भाषा में अपनी बातों को रखा, अपनी नई बातों को रखा, और यह एक प्रभाव था उनके लैंग्वेज पर पकड़ का, लैंग्वेज के माध्यम से समझाने का, कि बौद्ध धर्म बहुत कम समय में ही लोकप्रिय हुआ। इट बिकेम वन ऑफ द मोस्ट पॉपुलर जस्ट रिलीजन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। सो इट इज एन एसेट एंड वी शुड फील प्राउड ऑफ आवर लैंग्वेज। सो स्किल्स, नाउ आई एम कमिंग टू द पॉइंट। It was all about the language, in fact, and the origination of the language. Now I am coming to the next point. What is language skill? The topic that I have chosen, and I hope all of you will enjoy this session because this topic is very fruitful. It is deeply rooted to our heart as well as our mind. यह टॉपिक जो है हमारे दिल और दिमाग दोनों से क्लोजली एसोसिएटेड है। So, what is language skill? The skill that makes us able, the skill that enables us to communicate in writing, in oral form, not only to communicate, rather to understand and to express also. Sometimes whenever we are interacting to our friends, interacting to our students, as we all are here teachers and guide of the society, so whenever we are going to interact, I am giving one example. When I joined the school in 2012 as an English teacher, I started teaching inside the class throughout in English mode. That created a problem. It was not my fault that I was continuing teaching in that mode. The students of our school, they were not in position to understand the throughout English version class, so I was called by director sir in the office, and director sir told me, Sanjay sir, यहाँ के बच्चे थोड़ा सा उनका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जो है, they are not coming from urban area, most of them are coming from rural area. So कभी-कभी बीच में हिंदी की भी बात होते रहनी चाहिए ताकि आप जो बताना चाह रहे हैं वो बच्चे समझ पाए। Just like the guardian and the director of the school, he just told me the fact, not as a complaint, not as a grievance, rather as a suggestion कि आपका पढ़ाना ज़्यादा फ्रूटफुल होगा जब बच्चे समझेंगे. So after that, the language that I used to teach, sometimes not always, but whenever I am going to take the class of 40 minutes, I generally try to give lecture of Hindi for 10 to 5 minutes when the students are just claiming and demanding for that. So I hope that it makes us enable to communicate orally or in writing. As far as my language is concerned, it is English. So the word English is there. It is applicable to all kinds of languages, whether Hindi, Sanskrit, Bhojpuri, German, and whatever language you have, and you have to teach inside the class. So the English word is there. That is not the focus word. It is equally applicable to all kinds of languages. And what are the important tools which are included in language skill? There are 4 tools. First one is reading, second one is writing, third one is speaking, and fourth one is listening. These are the tools. These are the important facts which just decide the boundary of language skill. And above all these 4 just skills, we have one more skill that is not given thereof, that is cultural awareness. कल्चरल अवेयरनेस जो है, जो सांस्कृतिक जागरूकता है, वो भी हमारे लैंग्वेज स्किल को फ्रेम करने में एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाती है. कल्चरल अवेयरनेस का मतलब कि जिस परिवेश में, जिस परिवार में, जिस तरह के रहन सहन वाले लोगों के परिवेश में हम पैदा होते हैं, वहाँ का कल्चर भी एक महत्वपूर्ण फैक्टर है इन गिविंग शेप टू आवर लैंग्वेज स्किल्स. So let us go with one by one. Out of 4 and 5 skills, जो हमारे पास 4 और 5 स्किल्स हैं जो लैंग्वेज स्किल को शेप देते हैं, उसमें सबसे पहला है दैट इज लिसनिंग स्किल. Listening skill comes first. Why does it come first? It comes first because we have to become a good listener. कहा गया है कि अगर आप अच्छे श्रोता नहीं हैं तो अच्छे वक्ता नहीं हो सकते. A person who is not a good listener cannot be a good speaker. अभी 2 साल 4 साल पहले हमारे CBSE ने एक नया असेसमेंट जारी किया था जिसको हम लोग ASL के नाम से जानते हैं, Assessment of Listening and Speaking Skills. That was really a very good tool. How was it eradicated from our syllabus? We are not here to discuss about that one, but we are missing that assessment today at the moment. As we, as an English teacher, I feel the necessity of those kind of assessment as an integral part of our syllabus. So, listening is the first tool that starts giving shape to our language skill. What is listening skill? The ability to pay attention. सबसे पहली बात कि whenever you are spoken to or someone is trying to speak to you, you have to listen carefully. एक टीचर के रूप में हमारा पहला कर्तव्य है कि हम बच्चों की समस्याओं को सुने, बच्चों के बातों को हम सुने. Unless we are not going to pay attention to their problems, whatever problems they have, those problems should be within the boundary of classroom teaching as well as classroom presentation. अब क्लास में बाहर का कोई बच्चा मारपीट किया कहीं जाकर के छावनी ढाला पे और उस समस्या का समाधान आपसे आके क्लासरूम में खोजता है, तो आई डोंट थिंक दैट इज द जेन्युइन पॉइंट टू बी रेज्ड इनसाइड द क्लास. ऐसा हम उसको सुनेंगे, but that may be heard outside of the classroom and there that problem can be not sorted out. तो सबसे पहले we have to be a good listener. If you are a good listener, you can be good interpreter. आप अपनी बातों को अच्छे ढंग से इंटरप्रेट कर सकते हैं. कब? जब आप सुनेंगे. तो सुनने का काम पहले करना है. It is and it should be our first moral duty to listen carefully problems are coming on the way where we are. यह listening problem केवल क्लासरूम में नहीं, घर में भी ये समस्या घर करते जा रही है. There is the problem at our home, at our residence. आज हमारे देश के सामने सबसे बड़ी समस्या है कि कोई किसी को सुनने के लिए तैयार नहीं है. Nobody is ready to listen whatever we have to say. So listening should be our top priority. आप इसको सुनिए और सुनने के बाद आप इसको इंटरप्रेट कीजिए. What are the problems which have been brought before you? You have to listen carefully and then you have to interpret. इसको explain करना है. We have to try our level best. उस समस्या का समाधान निकालने के लिए हमको सुनने के बाद एक बेहतरीन प्रयास करना है, एक अच्छा प्रयास करना है. और सुनने के बाद बोलने में हमारी मिठास भी होनी चाहिए. We should be a teacher of sweet language. जब तक भाषा की मिठास आपको नहीं आएगी तब तक आप एक अच्छे टीचर, एक अच्छे गाइड नहीं बन सकते. आपका ज्ञान, whatever knowledge you have, that is the different thing. The way how to express must be full of sweet communicative tones. आपको स्वीट बनना है, मीठा बनना है. इतना मीठा भी नहीं बनना है कि वो आगे चल करके अब स्वास्थ्य खराब हो जाए आपका, लेकिन मिठास रखनी है. Your sound should be sound of sweet language. तुलसीदास जी ने भी जब रामचरितमानस का निर्माण किया तो लिखा उन्होंने कि तुलसी मीठे बचन के सुखुप जत चहुओर, वशीकरण यह मंत्र है कहिदेहु वचन कठोर. कठोर भाषा का प्रयोग नहीं करना है लाइन में. We are not here to become a man of harsh voice. इसी बात को संस्कृत में भी एक जगह लिखा गया है कि प्रिय वाक्य प्रदानेन सर्वे तुष्यन्ति जन्तवः तस्मात् तदेव वक्तव्यम वचनम किम दृढ़ता. जब मीठा बोलने से हमारा काम, हमारा रास्ता आसान हो जाए तो फिर कड़े शब्दों का प्रयोग क्यों करना है. So listening skill is the ability to pay attention to and effectively interpret what other people are saying. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि हम लोग टीचर हैं, दिन रात की समस्या से जूझ रहे हैं, दूसरे के द्वारा लिखी गई किताबों को हमको इंटरप्रेट करना है, क्लास में पढ़ाना है. We have to explain whatever has been written by the other scholars. तो किसी भी सब्जेक्ट के साथ आप जब भी पढ़ाने जाते हो क्लास में तो आप वहाँ इंटरप्रेटर हो, आपको व्याख्या करनी है, आपको बातों को समझाना. एवरीथिंग इज देयर इनसाइड द बुक. योर एंटायर क्रेडिट इज देयर हाउ यू जस्ट इंटरप्रेट द फैक्ट्स बिफोर द स्टूडेंट्स. आप बच्चों के सामने उसको इंटरप्रेट कैसे कर रहे हो. सो इंटरप्रिटेशन must be the tool of we teacher whenever we are inside the class. केवल अपनी बातों को नहीं रखिए, दूसरे के बातों को भी इंटरप्रेट कीजिए, चाहे वो आदमी आज जिंदा हो या नहीं हो. If there is creation by the person who is dead or alive, that doesn't matter. You have to interpret whatever is there inside the book. और इंटरप्रिटेशन से ही बुक इस नॉलेज को और थोड़ा सा ज्यादा इलाज हम करेंगे. बच्चों के दिल और दिमाग में हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अपना पोजीशन, अपना प्लेस, अपनी प्रतिष्ठा, अपनी जानकारी को रखने की कोशिश करेंगे. सो व्हाट आर द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स और व्हाट आर द इम्पोर्टेंसेस ऑफ लिसनिंग स्किल. फर्स्ट वन इज दैट इम्प्रूव्स स्पीकिंग एंड प्रोनाउंसिएशन. द फर्स्ट इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्ट ऑफ लिसनिंग स्किल इज दैट it is the quality, it is the skill that improves our what? Pronunciation. आप सुन करके भी शब्दों को सीखते हैं. बहुत सारे वर्ड्स ऐसे हैं जो हम लोग 20 साल 25 साल से पढ़ा रहे हैं, लेकिन कुछ नया वर्ड आता है और उस वर्ड को हम लोग क्या करते हैं, सीखते हैं कि कैसे इसका प्रोनाउंसिएशन करना है, हाउ टू प्रोनाउंस, हाउ टू से समथिंग मोर अबाउट द वर्ड्स. और इस तरह से हमारा स्पीकिंग टोन भी डेवलप होगा. So the entire credit of listening skill goes to the improvement of our speaking tone and also improves our what? Pronunciation. हमारा pronunciation भी सुधरता है अगर हम बातों को सुन करके भी सीखने की कोशिश करते हैं. The second point is that develops interpersonal skills. अगर आपने किसी बातों को ठीक से सुना है, the moment you have heard and you have listened, you have a good listening concept, how to express yourself before the people. This is going to just improve your interpersonality skill. Interpersonality skill का मतलब हो गया एक दूसरे से अपने आप को क्या करना, डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट करना, डायरेक्ट एक दूसरे से जोड़ना, और यह आपके लिसनिंग स्किल के द्वारा ही इंस्पायर्ड होता है. So if you have to improve your interpersonal skill, then you have to rely upon what? Listening skill, which is one of the skills that we have to discuss in our training today. And the last important fact is that it is the skill that needs active participation. Without active participation, the importance of listening skill is meaningless. अगर आप किसी से कोई बात कर रहे हैं, उसकी बातों को आप नेग्लेक्ट कर रहे हैं, नहीं सुन रहे हैं, then you are not having your active participation there. The first point is that you have to actively involve yourself in the listening, and then you can say that I have heard you beautifully, and then it is my turn to just express whatever I have heard, whatever I have listened. So these three important points are going to highlight the importance of listening skill that we have to keep in our mind while we want to become a good listener, and thereafter we want to become a good interpreter. So listening, what are the important issues? लिसनिंग स्किल से जुड़े हुए कौन कौन से इंपॉर्टेंट इश्यूज हैं जिसको हमको ध्यान में रखना है, दैट वी हैव टू कीप इन आवर माइंड, दैट वी हैव टू कीप इन आवर हार्ट व्हाइल वी आर इंटरैक्टिंग अबाउट लिसनिंग स्किल. द सम इंपॉर्टेंट इश्यूज रिलेटेड टू लिसनिंग स्किल. फर्स्ट वन इज अनसर्टेन कॉम्प्रिहेंशन. I would like to ask you, what do you mean by uncertain comprehension? Anybody would like to just tell me the answer of this question? Anybody? Uncertain comprehension.
गलत सेंस है, रॉन्ग सेंस है, गलत समझ है. रॉन्ग सेंस मतलब बोले कुछ और समझे कुछ.
Uncertain comprehension means the comprehension which is presented before you by the way of what? Listening or interacting is not certain. The fact which is brought before you is not certain. What type of factors, what type of comprehension, what type of just issues will be there, they are not certain.
नहीं समझ रहा.
Uncertain comprehension का मतलब हुआ कि वैसे comprehension, वैसे पैसे जो आपके सामने लाए जाने के पहले निश्चित नहीं थे आपके लिए, they are not sure for you. Suppose we are meeting each other and we are trying to interact. If we know each other, we have certain issues of interaction. If you don't know each other, what will happen? Some uncertain topics will be there. Suppose you are newcomer to this town, you don't know about Bettiya, you are here, and I am the person who has met you. You will say, tell me something more about Bettiya, tell me about Bettiya. This is uncertainty. So listening skill is the skill of uncertain comprehension. क्या बात आपके सामने होगी इसका कोई निश्चित पैमाना नहीं होता.
पठित ज्ञान और पठित ज्ञान.
पठित मीन्स अनसीन.
पठित पढ़ा नहीं गया.
नहीं बता रहे हैं. पठित का मतलब हो गया अनसीन, जिसको आपने कभी देखा नहीं हो. अनसीन का मतलब हमारे क्वेश्चन पेपर में भी दूसरा हो जाता है. अनसीन पैसेज जो हम लोग अंग्रेजी के पेपर में हिंदी में देते हैं, उसका क्या मतलब है कि यह पैसेज या कॉन्टेक्स्ट जो है आपके टेक्स्ट बुक से नहीं है. इट डजंट मीन दैट यू माइट नॉट हैव सीन इट अर्लियर. हो सकता है कि आपने प्रैक्टिस पेपर में, क्वेश्चन पेपर में इसको देखा, लेकिन एक गारंटी वहाँ है कि यह टेक्स्ट या पैसेज आपके टेक्स्ट बुक से नहीं होगा. दैट इज अनसीन. अनसर्टेन का मतलब जिसका दायरा ही निश्चित नहीं हो, सेफ इज नॉट फिक्स, व्हाटएवर पॉइंट्स विल बी ब्रॉट बिफोर यू दैट इज अनसर्टेन। तो लिसनिंग स्किल में सबसे पहली बाधा आती है या आ सकती है कि यह अनसर्टेन होता है, इसका कोई निश्चित पैमाना, निश्चित दायरा नहीं होता है। इसके लिए हमको कमर कस के तैयार आना पड़ेगा। वी हैव टू बी रेडी फॉर दैट। लिसनिंग स्किल इज गोइंग टू रेज द इशू दैट may be uncertain, that is not certain for us. The second thing is that familiarity with local speech, accent and vocabulary. लिसनिंग स्किल में दूसरा इशू है कि जो साउंड्स आपको क्या हो, फेमिलियर हो, जो एक्सेंट, जो टोन आपको पहले से पता है। जैसे सपोज अ न्यूली बॉर्न चाइल्ड इज क्राइंग, कोई भी नवजात बच्चा अगर रो रहा है पालने में या झूलने में कहीं भी, माँ आकर के केवल अपनी आवाज देती है तो उस बच्चे का चेहरा खिल जाता है, क्योंकि वो बच्चा माँ के टोन को, माँ के आवाज को बाकी लोगों की आवाज से ज्यादा अच्छे तरीका से समझता है। दैट इज कॉल्ड फेमिलियरिटी विथ योर टोन, एक्सेंट एंड वोकैबुलरी। जो शब्द हैं, बच्चे को माँ जो है लोरी सुनाती है या गाना गा करके या कैसे भी सुनाती है, बच्चा उस टोन को समझता है और चुप हो जाता है। If the child is badly in need of milk, that is supplied later on, but the child stops crying. वो बच्चा चुप हो जाता है क्योंकि उसे वो आवाज पहले से परिचित आवाज लगती है, फेमिलियर साउंड इज देयर, और उसमें कुछ शब्द भी होते हैं जो बच्चे व्यक्ति विशेष के द्वारा उस शब्द को क्या करते हैं, सीखते हैं। लिसनिंग स्किल में इस बात का भी ध्यान हमको रखना है कि हमारा शब्दों का प्रयोग, हमारा टोन, इट शुड बी अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर पोजीशन एंड प्लेस। इट शुड बी अकॉर्डिंग टू द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट दैट वी आर गोइंग टू टीच इनसाइड आवर क्लास। और उस एक्सेंट को लेकर के आप चलते हैं तो आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोकप्रिय, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पॉपुलर हो सकते हैं, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सुने और समझे जाने वाले लोगों में आपका भी नाम आ सकता है। सो the accent and vocabulary, this is the second issue, and third one is that missing words, concepts and instructions. So it is also highly important that we are trying to express ourselves. कभी-कभी देखिएगा पढ़ाने का जो ढंग होता है, not taking blame against someone else, कि हम लोग किसी टॉपिक को उठाते हैं और फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ पढ़ाने के बाद देखते हैं और लास्ट पैराग्राफ में चले जाते हैं। We just go there and we feel ourselves that rest of the paragraphs have been understood by the students themselves. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। There should be continuation of the words and of the facts that we are using and we are expected to use in our teaching method. There must be clear cut instructions. आप क्लास में जाते हैं, आप परिवार में इंटरैक्ट करते हैं बच्चों से, तो कुछ महत्वपूर्ण बिंदुओं पे आपका इंस्ट्रक्शंस क्लियर होना चाहिए। घर में आपका इंस्ट्रक्शंस बच्चों के साथ भी क्लियर होना चाहिए। अगर किसी लेसन को आप पढ़ाते हैं तो होमवर्क में आपने क्या किया, कभी-कभी ऐसा देखा जाता है कि डू द होमवर्क ऑफ फलाना चैप्टर इन इंग्लिश, फलाना चैप्टर इन साइंस। व्हाट आर योर स्पेसिफिक इंस्ट्रक्शंस? बच्चों को एमसीक्यू करना है कि नहीं करना है, शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस करने हैं कि नहीं करने हैं, लॉन्ग क्वेश्चंस को बनाना है कि नहीं बनाना है। देयर शुड बी इंस्ट्रक्शंस, स्पेसिफिक इंस्ट्रक्शंस लाइक दैट वन। देयर शुड बी नो मिसिंग थिंग। व्हाटएवर यू आर अबाउट द चैप्टर, व्हाटएवर यू हैव थॉट अबाउट द चैप्टर, दैट शुड बी क्लियरली understood and it should be clearly instructed to the students for whom you are taught the lesson. So instructions must be specific and it must be clear. And lack of confidence to ask for repetition. क्लास में जब भी हम जाएं तो हमारी ये कोशिश होनी चाहिए कि बच्चों में जो डर बना हुआ रहता है, इस टीचर से हमें सवाल पूछेंगे तो हमको डांट करके बैठा दिया जाएगा या आंसर नहीं दिया जाएगा। बच्चों को आपको उतनी आज़ादी देनी है, restricted freedom to the students so that they may feel comfortable in asking the question which they have not understood. So I am not talking about complete and full freedom, I am talking about restricted freedom. they must feel comfortable whenever they are not going to understand whatever has been taught by you. They should come forward and they should feel liberty that they are here to ask the question which they have not understood. So we have to create an atmosphere. एक एटमोस्फेयर हमको बनाना होगा जहां बच्चे आपसे सवाल पूछने में, आपसे बातों को पूछने में क्या करें, डरे नहीं. They should not feel embarrassed. इस सर से अगर सवाल हम पूछते हैं तो कहेंगे कि हमने तो इसको बता दिया है. You have not paid attention inside the class. इस तरह से माहौल को बनाना पड़ेगा जहां हमें बच्चों से इंटरैक्ट करने में कंफर्टेबल सिचुएशन लगे, बच्चों को भी लगे और आपको भी लगे कि thus we are teaching the members of our family. एक कहा गया है कि स्कूल इज द सेकंड फैमिली एंड फैमिली इज द फर्स्ट स्कूल. Likewise, teachers are the second parents also. They have to teach and they have to take care of the students as they take care of their own children at home. घर पे जैसे बच्चों को हम लोग अपने बच्चों को जैसे ट्रीट करते हैं, we have to create the same atmosphere inside the class, inside the school campus. And the last issue is hearing difficulties. Sometimes some students are there, those who generally don't pay attention to whatever the teacher is teaching. इस समस्या का भी समाधान हम ही को करना है. If we find that any student is not just listening properly to whatever we are explaining, we should try our level best to bring that student and to tell him or her to sit on the front benches. हमको ये करना है कि उस बच्चे को बुलाकर हम क्या करें, आगे बैठाएं ताकि वह हमारी बातों को ठीक से सुने और ठीक से ध्यान दे सके. So now the next tool, the next device is speaking. Speaking comes after listening. This is the second tool that we have to keep in our mind, that we are badly in need of. Speaking is needed when. Speaking की आवश्यकता कब पड़ती है, किन किन परिस्थितियों में हमें speaking tool को यूज करना है. The first point is that tutorials, seminars and presentation. These are three important phases where we have to speak or we are invited to speak. बोलने की आवश्यकता इन जगहों पे पड़ सकती है. The next one is question and answer in lectures. Whenever you are just delivering your lectures, what kind of lecture you have been assigned, you have been told to deliver, you have to apply the method of question and answer. At first, you have to ask the question and you have to seek answers from the students. Or if students are asking the question, they would like to answer from your side. So you have to be ready for both of the options. Whenever you have completed your teaching of a particular topic, you have to raise certain questions. These questions may be there inside the teaching or पढ़ाई के दौरान भी बीच बीच में आप प्रश्न पूछ करके बच्चों के इंटरैक्शन को चेक कर सकते हैं कि how much attentive they are inside the class. If they are not going to answer your question that you have taught, you have to just make the student understand that this is very important topic. Study is very important. This lesson is very important. If you don't pay attention, you are going to be loser in your life. The way of making them understand must be polite and must be what? Target oriented. इस पर ध्यान देना है कि हम जो समझा रहे हैं बच्चे अपने लाइफ में उसको कितना महत्व दे रहे हैं कि we people who are entirely responsible for that. हम लोग उसके लिए entirely responsible हैं. The second one is that class group discussions. This method we are generally applying in our school. We are fortunate enough that we are giving much importance to group discussions. While we are teaching inside the class and get time, we have to make groups, and while we are making groups, we have to keep in our mind that the groups must be combination of all types of students. ऐसा नहीं कि तेज बच्चों को एक ग्रुप में बैठा दिया, बीच वाले को एक ग्रुप में बैठाया और सबसे कमजोर वाले को अलग बैठा दिया. तो while we are training the students, we are keeping the students ready for group discussions. We have to keep all types of students, and then we have to form the group. Group discussion must be adopted in almost all of the classes, all of the subject classes, to give our result what? Better. That may be one of the best instruments for enhancing our result, for keeping our flag of the institution where we are working high in the sky. The second one is that group task work. After framing group, after discussion, we have to give them task. हमको उनको कुछ होमवर्क भी देना है related to that group discussion. We have to keep them engaged. We have to bring them very close to their better solution of the problem. हमको ये कोशिश करनी है कि जो भी ग्रुप डिस्कशन हमने कराया उसमें से कुछ ग्रुप टास्क भी हमने, और ग्रुप टास्क को बना कर अगर लाते हैं तो उनमें ग्रुप डिस्कशन के प्रति और ललक पैदा होगी और उनमें एक लीडरशिप का क्वालिटी भी पैदा होगा जो आगे चल कर उनके काम आएगा. सो these are the things, these are the forums, these are the places where we need speaking skill in our life. So speaking skill, what are the important benefits? What are the importances of speaking skill? First one is that it is very much clear skill, obvious skill it is. Whenever we are just standing to speak before someone, it is the way to impress the people by our narrative tone, by our speaking tone. So this is one of the open skills that we have been given by God in our life. Second one is that most interactive skill. It is one of the skills which is most interactive. Whenever we sit together with our friends, with our family members, sometimes with our students, we just interact. Interaction comes through speaking skill. जब तक आप बोलेंगे नहीं, बोलने का ढंग आपको नहीं आएगा, तब तक आप दूसरे को बोलने के लिए प्रेरित नहीं कर सकते. You can't inspire others. At first, you have to inspire yourself that I am going to speak well, I have spoken well. मैंने अच्छा बोला, मुझे अच्छा बोलना चाहिए. We have to try our level best to be a good speaker. और यह इंटरैक्शन के माध्यम से ही होगा. अब आप रूम में खड़ा होकर के दिन भर बोलते रहे, एक दिन नो लिसनर एट ऑल, then your speaking cannot be completed. So there must be interactive tone. If you speak, someone has to listen. There may be a group of people. एक आदमी हो सकता है या एक से ज्यादा लोग हो सकते हैं, और जब उधर से कोई आवाज आती है, then you have to be good listener at that time. If you speak, you expect that I must be what? Heard. I must be listened to. Likewise, if someone speaks to you, you have to respond in that criteria, in that way, that yes, I am listening to you and I shall try my level best to answer whatever you have, whatever question is there. And third one is that develops understanding through communication, and it also develops interaction. Communication is the medium where we are expected to express ourselves. So speaking is the base of communication. Speaking is the tool that is the foundation of communication. इसके माध्यम से हम बोलने के माध्यम से, स्पीकिंग स्किल के माध्यम से things which give the shape to speaking skill. These are 4 or 5 important facts about speaking skill. I was talking about develop interpersonal skills. It inspires us to engage ourselves in teamwork. Teamwork कैसे करना है, टीम वर्क में काम कैसे कराना है, यह क्वालिटी भी इस स्पीकिंग स्किल से गाइड होती है, स्पीकिंग स्किल से आगे बढ़ाई जाती है। एंड यूज द असेसमेंट, sometimes we try our level best to assess our students by applying the speaking tools. We give topic to the students and invite in group or in single way. They come and they stand and they speak about the topic given thereof. तो स्पीकिंग स्किल असेसमेंट का भी एक जरिया हो सकता है। इसको भी हमको समय समय से अपने क्लासरूम टीचिंग में इसको ऐड करना है। So the issues, as I have talked about the issues related to listening skill, there are 4 important issues about the speaking skill. The first one is lack of confidence. As Rasmi ma'am was telling that she was very nervous before coming here and to face all of us. Really, speaking skill needs your confidence. If you are a man of confidence, you can speak fluently and nicely before the person. Rather, the situation is something different. We are trying our levels to teach inside the students, inside the class, but here we have to face the persons with whom we are working daily. यहाँ तो उन लोगों के सामने बोलना है जिनके साथ आप काम कर रहे हो या काम करते आ रहे हो। तो lack of confidence is the basic tool that should not be there in us whenever we are trying our level best to speak before others, whoever are there. सामने जो भी हो, once you are invited, you have to keep the fear, stage phobia जिसको कहते हैं, उसको आप वहीं छोड़ कर जाओ and then see what glorious thing that you can do here. So lack of confidence should not be there in us whenever we have to speak. Second one, are certain about timing, vocabulary and interaction. These are the 3 things which are also uncertain whenever we have to speak. कितना ही तैयारी आप करके आइए, how much preparation you have done for yourself, some new words are added, some new vocabularies come automatically. कुछ ऐसे शब्द हैं जो नहीं चाहते तो भी आ जाते हैं, तो उससे प्रभावित नहीं होना है कि I prepared like that one and I came here, I forgot and then I added some more dialogues and some more words from our heart. वो माइंड में नहीं होना चाहिए, वो आएंगे, they are an integral parts of speaking skills. So उसको forgo करना है whenever you are standing and facing the person. Third one is decoding of non-verbal information and lack of knowledge of presentation skill. How have you to present yourself? How have you to express yourself before the person? That light should not be there in your mind. Presentation आपको करना है, the topic has already been given. Sometimes we select our topics from our side and we are at liberty to prepare our speech, our training programs according to our own capacity and ability also. कैपेसिटी और एबिलिटी इसलिए हमने यहाँ जोड़ा है दोनों शब्द को कि कैपेसिटी हमेशा फिजिकल होता है और एबिलिटी मेंटल होता है, मानसिक रूप से होता है। तो दोनों की आवश्यकता यहाँ होती है। कैपेसिटी का मतलब कि शारीरिक रूप से आप कितना दुरुस्त हैं, कितना प्रिपेयर्ड हैं, और उसके बाद मानसिक रूप से आप कितना तरोताजा हैं उस काम के लिए। इसीलिए दोनों शब्द का प्रयोग हमने यहाँ किया है कि these are the things which are kept in mind. So third one is reading skill. What is reading skill? Everybody is fully aware of that one, but for the sake of proceedings, reading is the process of looking at written symbols and letters and understanding the meaning of them. It is one of the 4 main language skills alongside listening, speaking and writing. So reading is also a process. What? Looking at the words, looking at the written paper, looking at the written documents. Sometimes there may be symbols also, sometimes there may be other marks also. So we have to look, we have to see, and then we have to go through it. Not only going through it is sufficient, rather you have to understand it. Understanding the given passage, understanding the given text comes under the boundary of reading skill. आपको केवल उसको पढ़ना ही पढ़ना नहीं है, समझना भी है, अदरवाइज इट विल बी जस्ट लाइक अ फॉर्मल रीडिंग। जैसे किसी पेज को आपने उठाया और पढ़ दिया, उसका कितना अर्थ आपने समझा, कितना अगला समझा, that point is very important and that we have to keep in our mind. So reading is a process of going through the given context combined with symbols and letters, and ultimate goal of reading must be understanding of the given context. So reading is usually the third language skill that you learn in your language. It comes after listening and speaking. And I just talk much about that one. Listening comes first, thereafter speaking, and then reading comes. So this should be treated as one of the most important language skills that comes at the third point, that comes at the third phase. So what are the reading strategies for reading in the classroom? This point, as we all present over here are teachers, so we cannot keep ourselves away from classroom teaching. आप कितना बहादुर हैं, वीर हैं, जानकार हैं, knowledgeable हैं, scholar हैं, that doesn't mean you are truly judged inside the class. Students are the best judges for us. They judge and they speak about us. कि फलाना टीचर ऐसा, फलाने टीचर ने ऐसा पढ़ाया, फलाने टीचर का ये पोर्शन बड़ा अच्छा है, किसी का रेखा गणित अच्छा है, किसी का मेंसुरेशन ठीक है, किसी का कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री ठीक है, किसी का राइटिंग सेक्शन ठीक है. We cannot keep the students talking like that way. हम नहीं रोक सकते हैं उसको. We are judged by the way we are expressing inside the class. We are teaching the students inside the class. We are trying to understand their problems inside the class. Sometimes we generally sort out the problem outside of the campus. During recess period, sometimes students start fighting with us and we others just go there and we try to find out the solution to the problem, and then the matter is amicably settled thereof. So we have to be vigilant regarding our duty, whether we are inside the class or we are outside of the class. Sometimes we are going on the roadway and we find the students of our class, of our school. They look at us, they try to keep themselves aside. वो थोड़ा सा रास्ते से हट जाते हैं कि सब जाए. कोई बदमाशी करें नहीं करें, they have due respect for us. रास्ता पर से थोड़ा साइड से हो जाएगा और कहेंगे सब को चले जाने दो, मैं क्या करता हूँ. Then we shall enjoy and do whatever we want. So how to improve reading comprehension? How to improve reading skills? We have 7 parameters that I am going to start. These are: keep a sharp eye on visual points, sound it out, summarizing, ask questions, make predictions, story mapping, comprehension, monitoring. So these are the 7 tools. These are the 7 parameters which give shape to our just reading skills. Most of them are very common to us, but I would like to make 2 or 3 points. Just whenever we are trying to teach inside the class, we are going to act as a teacher. Suppose we have started some particular chapters and the chapter has not been finished. In that particular period, 40 मिनट के पीरियड में कोई एक चैप्टर आपने स्टार्ट किया, आधा पूरा किया और आधा को छोड़ दिया. Then you have to go on the next day inside the class and you have to start the same topic. What should be done? You have to give summary of the taught paragraphs that you have taught in previous classes, in order to try and in order to connect the students to those paragraphs. It is not only applicable to language only, it is applicable to all the subjects. As far as my opinion is concerned, जहाँ तक मेरा सोचना है कि आपको बच्चों को कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा पीछे वाले पैराग्राफ से, पीछे वाले टॉपिक से, पीछे वाले पॉइंट से. That is known as summarizing of the facts before you are going to teach them new points and new paragraphs coming. And while you are summarizing, you you should not forget to ask the questions. आपको क्वेश्चन से भी उसको पूछना है कि that point I taught yesterday, have you understood or not? If the answer is negative, if the students are telling that yes, we have not understood, you have to bring those facts from the previous paragraph. You have to explain and you have to keep those facts in their mind that yes, I taught both points and today I am going to teach you the rest of the paragraph, rest of the thoughts. And then sometimes you have to make your teaching interesting by the way of telling stories. I'm not talking about long stories you have to add. I'm not talking about the long stories that you have to make part of your teaching methodology. You have to just use short stories, 1 or 2 lines, lesson teaching a story in order to make your teaching effective and in order to make your motive successful, in order to make your motive fruitful also. And at last you have to monitor the comprehension. If the chapters are interlinked, you have continue monitoring your chapters. You have to add some good thoughts from the previous chapters in order to just inspire the students to activate themselves actively in the chapters which you are teaching. So I would like to just talk about 8 tips to improve reading skills easily. So these are the important tips how to improve your reading skills. Personalized reading materials, problem solving, perfection, engage all 5 senses for different types of learners. All 5 senses, as you are fully aware that we have got 5 important senses in order to keep ourselves different from other groups of living beings. So these 5 senses must be applied whenever any of them is needed or all of them are needed, and set reading goals to motivate students. You have to set your target, you have to set your goal. Which chapter you have to teach better to announce it in previous class. As tomorrow this chapter is going to be started, today I have completed this chapter. So get ready and come fully prepared after going through the topic. And try student late reading activities. Sometimes whenever we are inside the class, much has been said about our principal ma'am and Rasmi ma'am that the reading activity must be done. Suppose we are teaching inside the class, sometimes we have to tell the students to go through the lines. This will just inspire them to read the given passage properly and accordingly. Grammatical correctness will be used there. Whenever they are reading, don't ignore. Try to engage yourself. Listen to them carefully, and whenever they are making any error, it is our duty to rectify their error at instant. उसी समय आप उसको सिखाइए, बताइए कि बाबू इस शब्द का उच्चारण ऐसे करना है, इसको ऐसे बोलना है, इसको ऐसे कहना है. So we have to engage ourselves, revisit and reread confusing sentences and text, talk it out and break down reading. Whenever we have complicated sentences in language, we have complex and compound sentences, including clauses and sentences, more than one clause or sentences. So if this complicated sentence comes while we are reading, we are teaching, we have to stop for 2 minutes. We have to explain the inner meaning of the just sense. We have to make the meanings of all those complex sentences, compound sentences by elaborating them, by just breaking down the words. शब्दों को तोड़ करके उसके मीनिंग को हमको समझाना है, so that our teaching may become easily understandable by the students for which we are standing there. So these are all the points, all the skills, language skills we have in our hands, and I hope all of you have tried to listen to me carefully, try to understand whatever I have said. And I hope that the session has been proved fruitful, although 3 sessions were there and I was the last person given me chance to express my point of view, the topic on which I just spoke. So thanks to all of you for listening me carefully.